Keir Starmer has just announced that the UK will pledge £2.5 million in aid over to Jamaica to help with the damage caused by Hurricane Melissa. Sounds good, right? What a kind and considerate Prime Minister. Until you look at the details. To an everyday person, like you or me, £2.5 million is a lot of money. However, in the grand scheme of things, when you're looking at a country that's been devastated by a hurricane, £2.5 million is nothing. I mean, what's that going to buy? A shed? But here's where things get interesting. In comparison with the £2.5 million they've pledged to Jamaica, how much do you think that the UK has pledged towards Ukraine? £21.8 billion. Now, in comparison with the £2.5 million they've given to Jamaica, this is 8,720 times larger. Now, I know some of you lot are visual people, so if we put this into a graph to make it easier to look at, it would look something like this. So on the left-hand side is £2.5 million that we've given to Jamaica, and this money is to help rebuild homes and rebuild lives following the devastation caused by the hurricane. On the right-hand side is £21.8 billion, which dwarfs the amount we've given to Jamaica, and this money is to help fund a war. So my question is this: what do the British government really care about?
Hello guys, welcome to Auntie Yami channel. How are you doing? My people, Jamaica is hurting right now. This is what I'm going to say. And to many, UK 2.5 million hurricane relief package feels like a slap on the face. After Hurricane Melissa tore through the island, leaving families homeless and communities destroyed, people expected real support, not what some are calling crabs. Today, we are breaking down why so many people are upset, including Jamaicans, because this is not what they expected UK to offer. Whether this aid is truly enough to help rebuild lives. Guys, it's not me, but I'm going to continue explaining on why people are upset. And also, I'm going to continue to explain to you why this aid has caused a lot of chaos. People in Jamaica were really affected with Hurricane Melissa. You know, UK government has been giving aid to different countries, especially the war countries like Ukraine. It is a very devastating situation. Families, they are lacking shelter, food, electricity, you name it. But for UK to decide and offer 2.5 million, this is really upsetting. And at the end of the day, what is 2.5 million pounds? What is it going to help? They should have done better. UK, you should have done better. Let me explain to you this now. Why is it that Jamaica, most of Jamaicans are not happy with the amount of aid UK has helped Jamaica with? There is a significant dissatisfaction in Jamaica over the aid provided by United Kingdom in the wake of Hurricane Melissa. The UK government announced in an emergency humanitarian aid package of 2.5 million, around USD 3.36 million, to help Jamaica after the hurricane, including shelter kits, water filters, blankets, and the deployment of technical cancer teams. The storm is extremely destructive. Jamaican Prime Minister said the damage was equivalent to roughly 28 to 32% of the country's GDP, with estimates ranging around US dollar 6.7 billion. Reports from local media indicate many communities are still waiting for relief, especially food, clean water, housing supplies. One article stated, "We are hungry." 2 days later, they are still waiting for any assistance to arrive. Diaspora and local groups are mobilizing additional support, e.g., One Support Jamaica Fund. Mismatch between need size. With damage so large, billions of dollars, many in Jamaica feel that the UK 2.5 million is too small. In comparison, one critic labeled it paltry. Speed and visibility of aid. On the ground, reports speak of slow arrival of aid, limited international presence in West hit zones even days after the storm. Historical context. Some Jamaicans point to a broader context of colonial history and unequal resource flows, suggesting that current aid levels are inadequate relative to past contribution of Jamaica goods labor to the UK. Resilience and future risk. Beyond immediate relief, the rebuilding needed is massive. Roofs destroyed, infrastructures wrecked. So many feel emergency levels need to be higher and longer term. While the UK's aid is a positive step, in scale and speed it seems aligned with the magnitude of the disaster in Jamaica. The perception of fairness in international aid often hinges not just on raw amounts, but on how visible, how timely, and how well aligned it is to the real needs. There may be opportunities for the UK and other donors to scale up, partner locally, and ensure logistic and access to remote communities are improved. For Jamaica, the focus will likely shift quickly from emergency relief to reconstruction. Resilience, climate adaptation, and long-term support, which means aid needs to cover more than just food, shelter, and kids. Let's continue and watch more videos on what people are saying about this aid.
So, it's just out. England wants to donate 2.5 million to the hurricane that happened in Jamaica. Now, first things first, it's not possible to put a monetary figure on the amount of money Jamaica made England through slavery. But there's one thing that bothers me. England gave 21 billion in aid to Ukraine with their fight against Russia. And former Prime Minister David Cameron said that he would donate 25 million to build a prison in Jamaica. So hold on, something don't sound right to me. So you will spend 25 million to lock black people up, but only spend 2 million to help black people. What's 2 million gonna do? Fix a bus.
I have this theory, and maybe it's not my theory, maybe other people thought about it, but I think that the countries that wage the most war are least able to take care of their own people. Because what the hell you mean the UK only allocated $2.5 million to the relief funds for Jamaica because of Hurricane Melissa? 2.5 million. That's peanuts. Do your research. They sent in the last 3 years $60 billion to Ukraine. Don't let me get started on how much they sent to Turkey when Turkey had that earthquake, or to Pakistan when they had their floods. 2.5 million, not billion, $1 million to Jamaica. Let me preface this because of my last video by saying Jamaica don't need your help. But how shameful is that you can't take care of your own people? If I'm not mistaken, Jamaica is part of the Commonwealth of the UK. And you can only send $2.5 million for relief? Wake up, people. They don't care about you. They don't. If it's not politically beneficial, they don't care.
As a Jamaican in the UK, the UK has donated 2.5 million to Jamaica to help for aid after Hurricane Melissa. A lot of British people have said, why is the UK helping out Jamaica when the UK itself need help? A lot of uno young and uno head still stuck up in uno arsehole. So uno don't even know uno history. Go and sit down with your grandmother and your grandfather or your granduncle or your grandaunt and have a cup of tea and ask them, what do you know about Jamaica and World War II? How many Jamaicans came to help the UK? How did they help the UK? And in what sectors did they help the UK? And when did they stop helping the UK when the UK need them most? In some of the cities that were heavily bombed. What have they done for London? Who did they reach out to when the NHS need help? Who did they reach out to for the factories and all the other sectors? You see, because when you're young, illiterate and ignorant, and you only see as far as your eye can see. But let me say to you guys, just sit down with your grandmother, your grandfather, your grandaunt or your granduncle and take in some vital lesson when it comes on to Jamaica and the United Kingdom. Thank you very much.
I see a man on the social media I say Jamaica must be grateful for the $2.5 million what the UK donate to us. Sir, listen to me now. I give you forget about that. I joke think that because Jamaica have done more for the UK over the years than what the UK have done for Jamaica. Only thing the UK have been doing for years to Jamaica is loot Jamaica. So if you never know that, you know that. And furthermore, see, in the World War I and World War II, Hitler mashed up the UK at Jamaica. We send people there, we send laborers there, we send builders there. We send nurses, doctors there to go help build back the UK so people in the UK can have the UK to call home today. So the UK owe Jamaica more than $2.5 million. A disrespect to the Jamaican people when they might give that. See? When we look, and furthermore, Jamaica is a part of the Commonwealth. Jamaica is still ruled by the UK. So it's the UK job to take care of Jamaica. See? When the Jamaican people are in need. So more you get that in your brains, fam. See? First, the UK, Mrs. said million.
Well-needed relief supplies. This time it's courtesy of the UK government. British High Commissioner to Jamaica, Alicia Herbert, says an additional £5 million in aid has been allocated to assist with recovery efforts in the Caribbean. Shelter kits and solar-powered lanterns are among the items for distribution.
What we're seeing here, the first shipment of shelter kits, providing cover, providing shelter for those who've lost their homes, for example, as well as we have been deploying experts working alongside the Jamaican government in order to ensure we've got a coordinated and effective response.
In addition to Jamaica, countries like Haiti and Cuba were also hard hit by Melissa.
We're going to be working through a range of other organizations, such as the World Food Programme, such as the Red Cross as well, in order to strengthen the response and to work with Jamaica and the Jamaican government to ensure that this country begins to recover from what has been quite a catastrophic impact of Hurricane Melissa.
In the meantime, Jamaica's Foreign Affairs Minister, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, says the assistance is timely.
Donations from partners help us to supplement the fiscal resilience and the economic provisions that have been made for disaster response to ensure that the best possible result can be obtained as we rebuild. So this is a supplement to the work that we have been doing to strengthen our economy. It is a partnership that shows that we are all in the climate fight together. We are all seeking to ensure that we're more resilient. As we like to say, me and my CARICOM colleagues, we can't pick up our islands and go anywhere else. We're here. It's the second most vulnerable region in the world.
Have you heard? The UK just announced £2.5 million in hurricane aid for Jamaica. Let that sink in for a moment. £2.5 million. after a devastating Category 5 hurricane, Hurricane Melissa, tore through the island. To give you some context, the average price of a single townhouse in some parts of London can easily top that amount. Is that what an entire nation's recovery is worth? A single piece of London real estate? It feels less like assistance and more like pocket change. Let's look at the numbers, because they tell a story. The UK has provided over £12 billion in military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine. When Pakistan faced catastrophic flooding, it received £26 million. After the tragic earthquake in Turkey and Syria, the aid package was £25 million. And for Jamaica, a member of the Commonwealth, a nation with deep historical ties to Britain, the offer is £2.5 million and what feels like a condescending pat on the head. This isn't just about the numbers, it's about the staggering disparity. It makes you question the very meaning of the Commonwealth family. This discrepancy reveals a hard truth about international aid. It's often not about pure generosity. It's a tool of foreign policy, wrapped up in a pretty PR book. The UK government seems to allocate funds based on strategic interests, not on the basis of historical relationships or urgent human need. Billions are directed towards regions where geopolitical influence, trade routes, or military alliances are at stake. It's a calculated investment. But when it's a predominantly black nation in the Caribbean, a place whose people and resources were foundational to the British Empire's wealth, the response is symbolic at best. It's a gesture, not a serious commitment. So, let's be clear. The people of Jamaica are not just sitting back with their hands out. They are observing, they are analyzing, and they are seeing the hypocrisy in plain sight. We see a global power that can mobilize billions for conflicts and strategic partnerships, yet offers mere pennies to the descendants of those who built its wealth. This isn't just about a hurricane. It's about a long history of extraction and neglect. That's why this £2.5 million feels less like genuine help and more like an insult disguised as empathy. It's a performative act of charity that fails to address the root issues. The Caribbean doesn't just want aid, it demands respect. It's time for a real conversation about reparations for centuries of exploitation and a fundamental recognition of the debt that is owed. Keep the charity. What we truly need is justice. Thanks for watching. If this conversation is important to you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below.
Anyway, guys, drop a comment. What do you think about all this issue? Do you think UK did the right thing? Let me know what you think, because this is just debatable. Thank you very much. As you've heard, I don't have anything to say, but at the end of the day, we are always with you, Jamaicans, and will be always with you. As you know, Jamaicans, they help each and everyone. Jamaicans are welcoming people. Jamaica is a land where each and everyone calls home. And Jamaicans are very accommodating. In this difficult time, we are with you, our brothers and sisters in Jamaica. If you want to support, please make sure you choose appropriate and secure sites for you to support wherever you can.
I'm born in Jamaica, I'm living in the UK, right? Everyone's aware of the catastrophe that has happened on the island. There's loads of different links flying around on the internet. The Jamaican government has given an official link out, so for people who want to donate money, etc., you can find the official link from them. What I want to do is I want to help to organize some sort of donations of tangible stuff specifically to the women and children on the island. I'm open for collaborations. I'm open for people to come in and help. I just want to make it clear, I don't want anyone's money. I don't want no money as contributions. I want specific items. I'll do another post with a list of those items, but specific items for women and children in Jamaica who are affected by this. If you're in the UK and you feel like you can help put this together, please reach out to me. You can either send me a DM or something, and yeah, we'll see what we can try and do to help the island of Jamaica. If anybody has any connections to export companies, I know there's a few in the UK that export from the UK to Jamaica. Once we gather the stuff, I have people on the ground out there that can help to distribute it to the right spaces that it needs to go to. But yeah, I just want to put this out there because the more hands, the better. Because right now the island's going to need as much help as possible. So as I said, reach out to me if you feel like this is something you can help.
Any support is needed right now, because as you can see, the situation is not gonna change just now. Still, this is devastating. Because Hurricane Melissa did not just left Jamaica and Haiti, but it destroyed. So please make sure you support our brothers and sisters in Jamaica so that they can continue to get back to their normal life. There is no electricity. There is no food. People lost everything. And also, people lost their loved ones. May their soul continue to rest in peace and keep their loved ones strong as we mourn them and also build Jamaica back. Thank you very much. God bless you abundantly. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Mwah.
In the quiet of my soul, I feel the pain. Lost in the shadows, drowning in the rain. But I hear a whisper, soft and clear, a gentle call for love to draw me near. Oh, Jamaica, land of hope and grace, lift my spirit, heal this place. Silent gospel, souls embrace, bring me solace, fill this space. Through the storms, through the tears, your light shines beyond my fears. A prayer in silence, deep and true, connecting hearts, me and you. Oh, Jamaica, land of hope and grace, lift my spirit,